Hey folks, Dave the Not So Evil EvilViking13 here, and today I have a very special surprise for you Fallout fans out there. This is something that you guys have been requesting for, well, since I started uploading Fallout 4 settlements last year. And thanks to the incredible work of Atmos over on nexusmods.com and his settlement cell ripper tool, I can finally release some of my settlements to you guys in the form of a custom save game file. So here's how this is going to work. Right out of the gate, it is basically impossible to take a settlement that you've made in the in-game workshop system and put that into a mod. That's not really possible right now. You can rebuild it in the creation kit, but you can't just transfer those settlements, and unfortunately I can't put in the 80, 90, 100 plus hours to rebuild these settlements again in the creation kit just to release them. What I can do though is use this cell ripper tool and extract a cell, let's just say for example 10 Pines Bluff and the vault that I built there. Take what I've added to that cell in my save game, that section of the map, and drop that into another save game. This of course is only going to work on PC, so you have to have the PC version of Fallout 4 unfortunately to be able to use this, and I recommend that you use the Nexus Mod Manager as your mod managing system because that's what I use. And to actually successfully load these settlements and explore them, you're going to need to install my mod collection, which is not small. Now the good news is, for the most part from what I've seen, Fallout 4 is very good at dealing with missing mods. So, if you don't feel like using all of the armor mods that I do, and maybe you don't care about some of the small decorations, you could possibly get away with using less mods as long as you have the primary ones, like Homemaker, and Snap and Build, and of course my Minutemen Propaganda mod for the decorations. And Fallout 4 just won't load any missing objects as you load that save game. Let me also say though that I can't offer any kind of support for any of this. This is going to be for advanced users, fans, viewers, settlement fanatics only, because everyone's hardware is different, everyone's mod load order and mod collection is going to be different, but I have set up a Google document where I will keep track of everything that I'm releasing over time for my save games. So, as far as the actual save game goes, here's what I'm doing right now. I took the 10 Pines Bluff custom hidden vault/bunker, my most recent settlement tour. I extracted that from my current save, which I can't release because, as you guys have probably heard, at any given time I have tons of settlements in progress across the Commonwealth and the DLCs that I don't want spoiled, so I can't just give you guys my save game. But I took that newest 10 Pines Bluff vault settlement, extracted those cells at 10 Pines Bluff from that save game, and I grabbed one of my very early RangerDave save games from somewhere around November 15th of last year, 2015, right after the game launched. What you guys will find in this save game is what should be the complete version of the 10 Pines Bluff vault settlement. You guys might also see bits and pieces of a few other things around the Commonwealth, like I think even a few weeks after launch, I already had some of the framework for Fortress Sanctuary in place, but it's very early on, and for the most part, you won't find much of anything at any of the other settlements. I'll go back and check before I release this video, and it'll all be in the document, but yeah, you guys really won't be seeing a whole lot of anything else out there unless I add on to this save game in the future, which is what I'm planning to do. I'm going to take this relatively early on save game where I'm not very far into the main quest, and I'm going to use Cell Ripper to keep adding my settlements to it as I release them. I do want to test the process and make sure that things aren't going to explode for you guys, and again, no guarantees, it might explode anyway. But I'm hoping to release an average of at least 1 or 2 settlements a month, depending on how many new settlements or mod things I'm doing also on the side. So it'll fluctuate some, but I'm hoping to get a lot of my settlements into your guys' hands so you can tour them, explore them, customize them, and use them yourself. I would love to see if you guys decide to tweak things at my settlements and maybe make them into your own personal home base, change them into a Brotherhood takeover settlement or whatever you want to do. You know, all those kind of things that I really just don't have time to do myself because I've got kind of my narrow Minutemen focus, but would be really cool to see. So feel free to tag me on Twitter or on Facebook with your creations. I'd love to see them. What I will do is answer some questions here on the video, just so everyone can actually see the answers. If you have questions, go ahead and drop them down in the comments on this video, and I'll help you guys out if I can, and maybe we can all get this working together, because again, this software is alpha. I'm doing the best that I can to make this a smooth process, but my modding setup is, if not a house of cards, still a pretty complicated setup. Now, the extra time that I've been spending on this side project is made possible through the awesome support of my backers over on Patreon. If you guys aren't aware, Patreon is a way that you guys can support this channel monetarily with more than just your view. For $1 or $2, you get your name added to a backers list that's in the description of every single video that I post on my channel. For $5 or more a month, and you can just do it for 1 month at a time, and never again if you want to, but for $5 a month, you get access to an exclusive newsletter where I give you guys behind the scenes updates on what's going on with the channel, which videos are in progress, and even occasionally early access to videos and sneak peeks at special projects. The newsletter tier is just my way of thanking you guys for your support. It helps to pay for my absurdly expensive internet, as well as my monthly software costs like Dropbox and the Adobe Collection and stuff like that. That way, it's just less money coming out of my own pocket to bring you guys free content. But that's also the cool part. Patreon is completely voluntary, and none of you guys should feel like you should donate unless you really want to. It's just a way that you can help out the channel if you want to. If you can't or don't want to, that's fine. You guys are welcome to stick around and enjoy all the free content. None of that is going to change. It's not going behind a paywall. I really enjoy doing this, and I really enjoy sharing it with you guys. And I really enjoy your enthusiasm for my projects here on the channel. Speaking of which, if you guys have settlements that you'd like to see next added to this save game, vote in the comments. I want to see what you guys think I should add next. Should it be the Red Rocket Detention Facility? Should it be Joel's Pleasure Island? Should it be the original Sanctuary Hills Fortress Sanctuary? You guys vote down there in the comments and let me know which one you'd like to see next. Also, if your computer's on fire, it's probably not my fault. Again, no warranties, no guarantees, but hopefully this will be a cool way and a relatively simple way for me to actually be able to share my settlements with you guys, and you guys can use them in your own save games. Don't forget, you can also use the Settlement Ripper tool on the save game that I've released, and you can open it up and take, say, the 10 Pines Bluff Vault and add that to your save game, in theory, and then you can have it right there with the rest of your settlements. You're welcome to do that as well. One final note, you guys are going to want to also download the additional texture pack that I'm adding linked into the Google document, because before I created my own Minutemen morale mod, I did make a lot of custom textures for both Joel's Pleasure Island and my Minutemen builds that are just custom textures from other mods. I did this for personal use, so I would ask that you guys please do not re-upload this file anywhere else because these mods do not belong to me. Again, these are just custom textures that I made for the build tours, and they're really not for distribution, but if you guys load into the save game without them, you're going to see incorrect signs and posters here and there. So if you want to have the absolute correct build, install all the mods first and then extract this texture folder over top of your Fallout directory and overwrite those textures with my changes. Again guys, thank you for your support. If you appreciate getting the opportunity to tour the empire of General Dave, a like on the video is always appreciated, and don't forget to check out the other projects going on around the channel. I do stay busy with a lot of different irons in the fire. Anyway, that's enough rambling for now. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.